So welcome back to my page, Medicnator. In this question, I'm going to be showing a trick that JAMB uses to confuse most students. That is, you are sure that you got that question right, but you failed it. Now it said a body of mass 20 gram has specific heat capacity of 400 joule per Kelvin absorbs 16,000 joules of heat energy. Calculate the rise in temperature. So solution, I'm going to list all my parameters. So my mass, which is m, is 20 gram. Then my specific capacity, which I will bring as C, is 400 joule. Now my joule, which is my heat energy, which I will represent as Q, is 16,000 joules. I said they come out 16,000 joules. Now they ask me to find the rise in temperature, which is represented as change in T. There is not given, which is the rise in temperature. Now listen, some of you will rush and gas start converting mass, which is 20 gram, to kilogram. But there's a trick there. If you look at your specific heat capacity, the mass in it has gram, it does not have kg. So if you want to derive this SI unit of capacity, now it will be Q equals to M capacity change in T. If you want to make specific heat capacity, so the subject of the formula, it will give you over 1/1. Then C will be equals to Q times 1 will give you what? Q over M times change it will give what? M change in T. Now to bring out the SI unit now, heat energy is measured in what? In joule. That is joule over mass is measured in what? Kilogram or gram. But in this question, they leave the mass in gram. So I'm going to put gram. Then change in T is measured in what? In Kelvin. And it's also measured in degrees Celsius. But in this question, what they gave us here is what? Kelvin. So you see the trick now. Then joule divided by gram and Kelvin will give you what? Joule gram per Kelvin. I understand what I'm illustrating now. But if, assuming that in this question now that our mass is in kilogram inside this basic heat capacity, understand? You are going to convert your mass to kilogram. But in this question now, the mass was not converted in the specific heat capacity. So you're not going to convert your mass in the equation. That's what used to fail us. You go and rush and convert your mass. But here they don't convert it, and you will fail it, and you'll be like, I solved it correctly. You understand? So I just want you to note that. Now let's go to the main question. So this is the formula I'm going to be using. P equals to MC changing T. So in this question, they ask us to find the rise in temperature, which is change in T. So I'm going to make change in T the subject of the formula. Change in T will be equals to Q times 1 will give you Q over MC. Now, change in T equals to my heat energy is 16,000 over my M, which is my mass, is 20 gram. 20 multiplied by my specific capacity, which is 400 will give me what? 16,000 over 20 times 400. So let me use my calculator. 20 times 400 will give you 8,000 over 8,000. Then 16,000 divided by 8,000 will give me 2. So my change in T, therefore, my change in T will be equals to 2 degrees Celsius, which is option B. So you see now, if I have converting this my mass to kilogram, I could have not been able to get these options right. So when you are solving, you should be vigilant to know if the specific heat capacity did they convert the mass, if before you know if you're going to convert the mass in the question, understand, so that you will not be like you solved and later failed it. So this is the trick JAMB uses most. Thank you for watching.